Come on in, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Josie coming on here to talk to you guys about something that was on my mind. There we go. We cleared. It was foggy. I guess it was foggy from my little hands touching it, child, because I've been cooking. Okay, your girl been cooking Sunday dinner or whatever. I can cook. And I'm making some fried chicken with some smothered green beans, some southern style green beans with a ham hock in there. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all who get it, you get it. All right. Those of y'all who get it, y'all get it. So today I wanted to come on here. I was talking to my sister, and when I tell you it was just such a powerful topic. We was having like a little sister chat, and it was such a powerful topic about relationships that it behooved me to not come on. Okay. So I want to come on here and just kind of share a little bit of what we was talking about. Make sure that when you come in, you hit that like button and like this video. All right. That way this video can go through the algorithm and we can get this video pushed out to more people. Okay, so y'all doing me a favor, even as I pour into you. Thank you for also sewing into me and what I have going on at this time. So yeah, me and my sister, we talking on the phone. First, it started off as a text, right? And then we began to talk about relationships and self-love and focusing on us and not, just focusing on a man, so to speak. And while we was conversing about that, when we got off the phone, my mind began to go to a place of like, you know how they say it's lonely at the top. Okay. But I want to switch that around to an abundance state of mind, so to speak, because it's not really lonely at the top in the dynamic of relationships. Okay. I'm thinking abundance. I'm thinking there's a lot of fish in the sea. I'm thinking God has so many amazing sons, so many amazing men he have created in this world. Just like men feel like they got the option to choose us. And there's so many of us that they got to have different varieties. Well, let's think about that for ourselves as well. We are the prize as women. God have created us in such a unique way that positions us to be the prize. Okay. And it does not diminish the man's value. It just means that women and who we are, how God positioned us when he created us in this world, it gives us a higher standard. It gives us a higher level of confidence we can have in being a woman. So that's more so of what I'm speaking to when I say, that we are the prize. The things we bring to the table as a woman, the thing that make up our hair, our nails, our skin, our sensitivity, our ability to nurture, our ability to be a listening ear or whatever have you. Just with all the things we give birth, we got so here it is. We are the prize. And I say that with confidence because it's time for us to also get our confidence back as women. And that's another story. So again, me and my sister, we talking or whatever, right? And then we go into that segment where we start talking about how we have to focus on ourselves. And then it moved from there again to me just thinking about how people say it's lonely at the top. But in the aspects of a relationship, I want to think abundance because we think scarce when it comes to relationships. We tend to think very scarcely when it comes to us having a shot or having a chance at love. When men don't think like that, men think in abundance. Men think about sowing their oats and their seed. Men think about, the next adventure, the next thing, the next, I got to do this or what have you. Okay. And so why is it that when we get in situations, we don't think the same way about men, that there's an abundance of men? And I don't know if it's the nurturing side of us as women. I'm not sure if it's the side of us that, we love and we care so much that we forget that we really are the ingredient that men need, because God said that it's not good for man to be alone. This is why he created Eve, a suitable helper or helpmeet for for Adam. You see what I'm saying? And so that's a special place. That's not an easy place to feel. That's not a spot that any man can just feel in his life. This man got to have vision. This man got to know what he wants. He got to understand how to carry a family and how to build a legacy. It's bigger than just you sitting here talking about, baby, I love you. I'm paying all the bills. Now, give me a man that got some drive in him. Give me a man who understands how to orchestrate a whole family and a generation of new upcoming young men and women. So when I have his kids, come on now, when I have his kids, there is no shame because I married a strong black man. I married a man that's capable of not just giving me a seed to carry, but also carry the seed. Come on here. Y'all don't want to talk back to me because it's in this generation we have diminished real love and values, but there is still some of us who still appreciate a man that can carry weight and you can put your weight on him. I feel like crying because it's a part of my story that you can, and it's a part of something I actually aspire for God to do in my life. And I know that this is the husband that God has ordained for me. And I feel like crying because I've dated bums. I've dated men that for potential. I dated men to, help them. But then in return, they didn't want to help themselves. Come on here. Who am I talking to? See, I had my run-ins with these men and I realized that, hey, everybody you ain't going to be suitable for, sis. You might as well get it through your head. But I want to talk to my sister who she feel on the inside like, man, I've had my run-ins with men and I'm tired of giving without receiving. I'm tired of building somebody else's son when that ain't even my job. I'm here to help, not to build. Come on, I want to talk to some of my sisters who feel like you've been in situations, but now you're ready. You're tired of seeking and running and chasing after men who wasn't never really going to give you the time of day, chasing after men who only wanted you for pleasure, but didn't know how to please you. I'm talking to some sisters on here today that understand the dynamics and the essence of being a woman, walking in her power and authority, and also having a desire to have that king on the side of her that can likewise push her into greatness, that can likewise speak life into her. And he got his own thing. He ain't dependent on her for nothing. Baby, he ain't dependent on her for nothing. He leveling up. Come on here. He leveling up in this season. He ain't dependent on no woman for nothing. If anything, he say, baby, how can I add to you? Come on. How can I bring life and bring substance into you? How can I give you something that you ain't never had before? I don't just want to get in between your legs, baby. I want to see how your mind work. I want to see how your thoughts can think of success and not. I want to get together and do God's will. I want to, we need men in our lives that are not afraid of a challenge, not afraid of his woman speaking to the highest version of him without him feeling attacked. Come on, sometimes you got to put your pride aside to all the men that may watch this. You got to learn how to let your woman be gentle, yet leading in some capacity because she's called to help. She's not you're not above her. Y'all are equal. And when men begin to understand their true identity in Christ, when men begin to truly understand their identity in the earth realm, as true sons of God, as kings in the earth realm. Because for me to be a priest and for me to be a royal priesthood would entail that I'm a king in a royal position. Come on, that alone is telling the men that, and not just men, but I'm speaking to men right now. And I'm saying to you that if you understood that you are royal priesthood, you are a royal priesthood. You carry the mantle of a priest. Priests lead. Priests, they don't just sit at home all day and play video games. No offense to your video games. If you love them, that's your thing. But what I'm saying is that kings understand there's a balance to this. And no, life have not been easy for you. And yes, you might want to take your crown off because sometimes it can get a little dusty for y'all. Sometimes life can life you and you feel like you got to do everything, but you never get the other end of the stick. Sir, I understand that the struggle have been real for you, but this is also why I'm affirming you. This is also why I'm pouring into you to let you know that you've been that dude. You just got to understand, King, that you also need to help me sometimes to help you to navigate your vision, to help you to build, and you're not doing it all by yourself. It's not about, see, for me, what I think, it's not really about a woman getting with a man and this man doing everything for her. Yeah, honor the ground that your wife walk on, brothers. But at the same time, Don't just honor the ground that your wives walk on or that your woman walk on. We have to understand at times too that it's time for us as women to pour into our men as well. You got to have a balance in your relationship. So while you are out working and making sure everything is that we got everything we need as a family, I come in, I add to you by multiplying what you put in my hands, whether it be a child, whether it be finances, whether it be other things, because I'm working on me. When a real man come and enter into a woman's life that's working on herself, he got vision. He know where he going. He may not quite be there, but he know where he want to go, and he meet the right woman. Come on now, there's levels to it. This woman is getting ready to elevate his entire existence. This woman is thinking on another frequency, not even just children, but we understand that children is also a form of legacy. So, but that ain't the only thing I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about your well-being. I'm thinking about your mental health. I'm thinking about helping you to elevate through encouraging you to, remember that you that dude, to remember that you that king, to remember that even though everything feel like it's on your shoulders, baby, you're not by yourself. And so I don't even know how I got on this street, but all I'm trying to say is that I know women that we gotta want more. All of this chasing men that could give 2 cents about you. All of this falling into the hands of men that don't want to do nothing but prey on you, and they want to take from you. They don't want to add to you. And it ain't nothing you can do to change this type of man. Maybe just we have to accept the fact that we're not every man's dream girl. Okay, we're not every man's dream girl. All right, we got to accept that. I'm not every man's dream woman. Every man ain't checking for me, but the ones that is checking for me, they're gonna be on my stratosphere. Come on, it's time for us to stop coming down to appease to men, to appease to their dream, to appease to what they think that they want. But then when it come to you, you willing to settle or you willing to sacrifice because we have not done the inner work. Now it's all right to play sometime. Girls do want to have fun. And I ain't talking about giving your cat up. I ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes we like the thrill of things too. As a woman, even as a woman of God, you can't tell me that you don't like the thrill of things, or you will be considered a liar. So you might as well be honest with yourself and say, yes, sis, I do like the fun of things. I do like spontaneity, and I like to do spontaneous things, especially for my women who 35 plus, 31 plus, should I say. And you know that you know your body doing something a little different. You know that even around ovulation, your eggs want to kick out and scream, come on inside, come on here. You already know that I know. Okay, I know. And I'm in my early 30s. Okay, I'll be 31 in November. But I know, you know what I'm saying, how it is to be a woman in her 30s. I didn't reach the 30 fan. I didn't reach the 30 club. So now you can't tell me nothing. Okay. But, for me, it's like my body craves something just a little different. And girls like to have fun, but girls gotta be submitted to Christ and deny ourselves. But it's easy sometimes said than done. And so it takes a true dying. But what I'm saying to you also is that I understand how it can be, how it can feel. We as women, we got to take our power back though. We got to take our power back from men. We got to get our power back out of the hands of people, because it's bigger than just you being with a man and you give him all this access to you that he didn't deserve, giving him all of this stuff that he didn't earn. You know what I'm saying? And then want him to treat us like princesses later on down the road, but he never was going to, because maybe, just maybe, you're not his dream girl. Maybe, just maybe, you ain't the one that's going to turn him on and make him stay and do right and take his jersey off. Come on, and we got to admit that we just might not be that girl. But there is a man that is waiting. God has prepared for us. God has prepared for you, me, that this God, when he come along, he ain't playing games. Okay, he know how to do everything that God is putting him to do. He knows how to lead. He knows how to be assertive when it's time to. He know how to fall back and let you do things when it's time to. He don't feel emasculated or demasculated by a woman's strength. You see what I'm saying? He ain't got mama issues. He done been working through them. He done been healed by those issues. And so he has space for you. When a man be like, it ain't you, it's me. Man, do you have space for me? Come on, do you have space for me? Because it's something that got you conflicted. It's something that's making you think that, you good, you better off without me. Well, sir, you go ahead and be right on good and better off without me. But as far as in me, what I know is that I ain't chasing behind no nigga. And it is what it's gonna be. I ain't doing that. Baby, those days are dead. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm messing with you, like we talking, it gotta be something. Something of substance, something that carry weight, something that I ain't playing with you. You ain't just playing with me. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a certain caliber of a man to make me feel that way. Ladies, I want us to begin to focus on self-love, mastering self-love, getting in your purpose, but then having a balance in the way that you carry yourself, having a balance in other areas of your life, disciplining yourself. You see what I'm saying? Doing things you know you don't want to do, but you got to do them because you understand, like, I'm grown. I got to do these things because the next level is calling me. I got to do these things because if I don't do these things, I won't reach my full potential. And sticking to it despite the hardship. That's called perseverance. That's what it means when you endure hardship like a good soldier. And then it produces patience in you, which is required to achieve the promise. Come on. And we can only achieve the promise by faith. Henceforth, Abraham. Henceforth, Sarah. Henceforth, David. Henceforth. They achieved the promise through patience and perseverance. And even some of our ancestors didn't even see the promise, but they pray for you to see it. Come on. So with that being said, I just want us to practice self-love. I want us to practice loving ourselves, ladies, so that we can be suitable. Not even just for a man, but suitable for your own life. Suitable for your own self. Suitable for your path of purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because an aligned woman is a woman that's suitable for her own lane of destiny. And that can take time. You know what I'm saying? There is so much in us, and trauma sometimes suffocate that, thing in us if we don't deal with it. But at the end of the day, go with this, knowing that there is a lot of men out there that God created in abundance. And the more we get our mind wrapped around that fact, the more we begin to settle in that fact, the more we'll position ourselves for our mate to be found by him. Go into those rooms that you wouldn't dare go in. Go into those rooms that you know it's going to elevate you to walk through those doors. The moment you walk in them, you elevate it. Because until I sit in that seat, I'm talking to myself too. Until I sit in that seat, nothing new is going to come. Now, I done been in some elevated rooms, right? But you need a community of elevated people. Come on here. We need that. That's going to help us to formulate what we need inside and build what we need inside so we can win, so we can soar. So I hope this has helped somebody, bless somebody. I know it seemed all over the place. Promise you that it meant something. Everything meant something. And I just know that I added value to somebody's life out there today. So I'm so happy that I was able to make an impact in somebody's life. Just remember that God got a lot of men at the top. It's not lonely. You just got to be in position. We just got to get in position as women to focus on ourselves, love ourselves, and include God in the midst of everything. And as we have our heads down, like Ruth did with Boaz, working in the field, then we'll be found. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. I really do. So that being said, love y'all. I'll come back on here later or sometime. I just needed to get that off my chest because it's a known fact that these things are, something that we have to work on, and we will. So I'll talk to y'all later while I'm rambling. And I'm finna finish cooking my dinner. Y'all have a beautiful and rest of y'all Sunday. And I'll talk to y'all soon.